and I'm saying to you, like, I genuinely get like stoked out when I see like a white person yelling at like a police officer or like a border control person. And I think I told you guys this. Like I told you this so many times. But you know, back in the days, living in Niagara Falls, we used to cross the border all the time. So pre September 11, this was like easy mission.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
just they ask you where you going. I'm going to get some milk. You come back, and
Mhm.
across the border for us in Niagara Falls was just literally a walk. You can actually walk. And then September 11th came, and then just things got hard. But even then, I remember one time I was in a car driving with and this was the key, right? If you want to cross over easily, you take with you a couple of white girls, right? This was the way to get through. And then we got stopped, and then one of our friends, a white girl, she's like, "Well, why are you stopping us for? Why are you pulling us to the side?" And then I'm scared. I'm like, these guys could shoot us. Like, can you be quiet so we can just get through this? And then I became into like the soft guy. Oh, they're just trying to do their job. They're, you know, oh, come on,
Just
give them
easing
a
through it.
break. You know what
All
I'm saying?
right.
I just want to leave. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to leave. Right?
Want to
And
get
she's like
past it.
ready to fight. I'm like, I don't want to be here. But then
You know you're the odd man out.
that's the real thing. Like that's a real thing, bro. Like
sad but
how
true.
I
So sad.
yeah, how I feel like I don't belong. And until today, I tell people like, yo, when I talk about Canada, I don't talk about it like it's home. And it hurts my feeling. Like just 2 days ago, I was actually asking my daughter, she's 15 years old. I was like, yo, do you feel like this is home? She's like, yeah. I was like, you haven't seen any better. You know what I'm saying? Like you haven't seen any better.
That's also true. And it's a different point in life. Like when I was that young, it was home. And because of what you're saying, my experiences were limited. My whole quote, really, literally, my whole life is here.
Yeah.
So what am I at that age? I'm not trying to leave.
What are you missing? Like what are you comparing
What
it
am I
to?
going to? What am I comparing it to? My every girl I like at that age is here. Every person I even can talk to is here. My friends, my family. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you something from the Muslim community, for instance, like the past maybe 3 or 4 months, I have spoken to at least 12 prominent like community leaders who have decided to leave the country. And they didn't go back home. They went to a third country. You know what I'm saying? Mostly people went to, when people went to Turkey, people went to Morocco, some people went to Egypt, some people went to Saudi Arabia, anywhere that you can find a different solution where you can live. And this is like prominent members. I'm not talking about like just like, so those people who actually live their faith, they really want to show it, and they want to be a part of like the solution for the Muslim community, you know? And that just always like made me think like, yo, like, is there, and it's a dangerous thing to say, but I always say like, is there a time for us when we could say like, yo, will Canada ever be home and accept like other ideologies, you know what I'm saying? Or ideological thinking, right? Other than what's in power at the time, you know what I mean? Or does it have to be forced upon everybody else?
Sadly, I think it's
scary.
Again, that's where I get controversial. Because sadly,
how do you get controversial?
I think that they only understand money and violence. So either you can afford to pay them to go away and pay, and I don't know how much money that, if that amount of money exists, or you have to afford to kill them or make them so scared that they run away.
Yeah.
That's the only, I don't see the, listen, man, and I don't actually even put this in as a lot of people put this in it is what's a racial like an identity, like it's a part of them to be this oppressor. I don't even put it that way. I look at it as human. I think if we were in their position, we'd be doing the same thing, because you want to keep control if you have it.
But
mind you,
but hold on, because I saw that historically, other people have been in power, and this wasn't their behavior.
That's a really
point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I always, but honestly, because I'm also trying to put myself into place. I'm like, yo, I don't know. Historically, it hasn't been like that. There is just
let me put it this way.
Evil.
Yeah. If we grew up, because we have now witnessed their version of power, do you think it would be different if the pendulum swung?
If they what? Say again?
Because we have now experienced and been brought up in their version of power and oppression, do you think if the pendulum swung our way, we would be different?
I don't know.
Basically, are we contaminated? Okay, the reason why I asked that.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. No, I agree with you. Absolutely. I think we'd be worse off